Useless agent is on your TV, laptop, or your PC, whatever you call it. Useless agent is on your Facebook, laptop, or your PC, whatever you call it.
I'm sorry, I can never get sick of that. So, yeah. Sorry I'm late. Basically I was, doing my job and recording. So, I was looking into some certain things about, the whole, I was recording on one end, and then on the other, I was actually trying to get more educated on the whole Kanye West debacle. Ordinarily, I couldn't give a shit less whether that dude, whether that dude is on this earth or not. I honestly don't care. It's not that I hate the guy, it's that I am that indifferent towards loudmouth celebrities that tend to put themselves on a pedestal that is nowhere near the pedestal that they should be on. So let's start off as always. Everyone got their lighter? Alright, great. A toast to those who take it to the head. Again, I always light a bowl because it's a good way of getting rid of the riffraff. Douches that don't want to be either seen or they don't want to be involved into the show. It just really keeps out the people that I don't want to view the show. You could honestly look at my viewership and say, dude, you shouldn't be complaining. You should be thankful for, people even hate watching you. Which I am. I'm totally happy with that. You want to hate watch me? Totally. I'll give you a reason to hate watch me. I'm not a Democrat. But I'm also not a Republican. So, come at me, bro. People usually ask, what am I doing in the beginning of the shows? Every time I do this, you tend to see me look at the floor. You see me look at the... I'm just putting on my stuff. Because, this thing stays on me 24/7. I rarely take it off. And another thing was what was supposed to be, added along with my jewelry, I guess you have to call it, was going to be this big pentagram. And I had one when I was a kid, back when there was such a thing as rock shops, and you can actually go to head shops and in Belmont and on Belmont and Clark. There were so many stores you can go to, from the Belmont Army Surplus right off the train to just there was just a plethora of different awesome places you could go and be yourself, and it was a community that was basically built by, I don't want to say rockers per se, because that wasn't the only type of people that would be chilling there, but I can say that it's where we were welcomed, where a lot of places we're just not welcomed. And so I bought this pentagram from Belmont Army Surplus, and it was a good. I want to say it was about that circumference of the inside hole here. So as you're looking at it right there, it was about that big, I would say, and it would go lower than here, but just enough so that way you could actually see the sign. And so I was always proud of that thing because it really showed who the fuck. I don't know. It just showed that I was not afraid to be myself, and I never worried about it. So I went on to Amazon and got completely fucking ripped. They always say check the dimensions, and you can't stress that enough. Check your dimensions, because I have been fooled so many damn times. They said that this was going to have ruby in the eyes. I've been looking at it for the last 2 weeks, and I really don't think this is ruby whatsoever. If you're wondering what the screaming is, it's just someone being obnoxious, and so don't mind that. Yeah, so I went on the Amazon, and yeah, this is what I managed to get. I mean, this thing is barely even visible on screen. It's barely visible, and what sucks was mine was, I'm trying to think which way can I put it where you can see it. Yeah, mine was more inverted. It was an inverted one, so it was down like that, not up like this. There really is no difference. You can try to go ahead and say one's a double star, one's just a regular 5-point star. That's actually not true. There's no actual difference in the actual direction in which they go. There is no difference. If it's pointing upward, it's bullshit to say that one side is peace and the other side is hate. It's just ridiculous. It's probably from the same exact people that think, or at least first people to say, yeah, we're gonna put a fucking tattoos and piercings are gonna be on the left side to show that you're straight. It was. It's fucking ridiculous. It's really fucking ridiculous. You're telling me if I have my tattoos on my right side that I'm gay, and if I have one on my left that I'm straight? I never believed in any of it, which is why I had both of them pierced, and when I had both of these pierced, I really just didn't give a shit. The only thing that I could never get away with was the nose ring. I had a lot of friends with nose rings, and as cool as it might have looked on them, it just was not looking cool for me. This is I like to check my phone while I'm talking to you guys because it's really funny. Because half of you guys that don't watch the show will watch the reruns, and then you'll realize I actually mentioned you. So I have a good friend, let's just call her Sakura, and I don't know, my sister sending me a link to something, I don't know what that means, but again, I always just check. Our friend Christine is still working on the my friend Christine is still working on the snake logo, and I do not doubt for a second that that's going to be, really friggin' cool when that comes out. We couldn't be prouder of Jay for the work that he had done. So, basically, I had told you before that I got into the Streamlabs, and there's a collaboration way of doing this. So once I can send it out to him, we can start having more chats on here, because Honestly, nobody wants to fucking leave their houses anymore. It's crazy. Um, our society is filled with fucking house cats. Everybody's a fucking house cat now. I mean, they stay home, they go to work, they come home, they stay home. They go to work, they come home, they stay home. I don't know about you, but that is, for me, that is no way to fucking live. I could never see my life revolving around two settings. I have to get out. I have to see something else. I lose my mind. And I get the whole point of seeing the internet as multiple portals. But in the end, it's still just empty content that's really there to busy up your time. There's nothing special to most of the videos. You're usually watching it to get a laugh, or some people, like myself, love documentaries. I spend most of my time watching documentaries, and I can honestly say that I've forgotten more than more than I learned, which is a lot. I've learned a lot of shit. I still like having the conversations about Myanmar and Burma. I still like having that conversation. I don't know why, but it's just funny to annoy people with pointless facts that not only is a pointless fact, but it's also a known fact. So if I start telling people, in a conversation where someone says anything about Myanmar, I'll right away go, "Did you know that Myanmar was Burma?" And I'll keep doing that. It was funny, and there was an actual really bad hurricane and like typhoon that took out 500,000 people. It was really sad. It was really sad. So yeah, what else do I want to talk about? I did actually write some notes about it. I wasn't on yesterday. I had some blood work done, and I was completely out of it. So, what I basically was talking about was that we have basically hit a crossroads in our society, and I've really noticed that, like I said, people are becoming house cats. I really noticed it today. A friend of mine and I were walking in a Target and made conversation with the security. And the security, I can honestly say the security guards that are all males are always talkative, and they're always really fun to talk to. You can always talk shit with them. No offense, but female security guards, if they're not, I don't know, man. Female security guards have like an immediate stick up their ass, and I don't understand it whatsoever. This is not shock. This is not to get ratings. I'm just saying you guys are definitely losing on the social etiquette side. I'm noticing far more men being polite, talkative, more willing to converse. That's right, converse. Please don't say the word conversate. I will punch you. So we have so many different jobs. This is Lizness. We have so many different jobs, out there, and I just can't help but notice the female side is really losing right now. So we're at this crossroads where it's like it's becoming a sexual civil war at this point. I believe we have hit this cultural civil war between men and women. And you can see that in the television. It's, of course, rampant on the internet. Fucking ridiculous. However, not, it's all over the internet, but not as much as out on the street, but it's still out there. And I remember, a few years ago there was that whole argument about women, especially attractive women, being angry and saying, I don't have to smile. I mean, no, none of us have to smile, but you know what makes people nice? If you start with a smile. I never understood that argument. I think it's ridiculous. Just to fucking show us those pearly whites. Come on. It makes our day. It makes your day. It's not a sexual thing. It's a fucking human connection. That's how I always saw it. I don't know why, but it's just, this has bothered me a lot this morning. So I talked to this female security guard at Target, and a friend of mine kind of joins in the topic. And now we're talking about an annoying customer. So something she could totally understand. Now, this woman was probably younger than me, maybe my age, so I will guess at 30 years old. I'm going to guess 30. However, she, like the millennial she is, was so withdrawn that, no eye contact, no change in facial expression. And I don't know about you, but when I go out, when I go out to work and I'm doing my job, I like it when a customer comes talks to me. I like it. It helps humanize me. It makes me feel like I exist. Thank you for acknowledging my existence. And I've had some seriously lonely jobs. Like, I mean, from working all night and having no one to talk to and just cleaning dishes, to working at a I worked for some automated teleservices thing. I worked for a guy, I think his name was Russ, I think. My brother-in-law's name is Russ. My point is that I might have messed his name. I'm pretty sure that was his name. My point is, this guy was a total prick. Total prick. First time I ever met the guy, I was 16. And he told me I had one of the strangest voices he had ever heard. And he said that your voice is weird. And we don't hire people with weird voices. You have to be on the phone all day. I understood. And then I came back 1 year later. And he gave me the job. And so the whole time, I had to sit there trying to ask money from old people. And that job sucked. So I understand working and being alone. So when a customer talks to me, I feel good about myself. It's like, yay, someone knows I'm alive. People today, I mean, they give you the dirtiest looks for saying hi. And I'm sorry, it's mostly women. I have noticed this. I really don't want to sound sexist because I'm not. I really don't give a shit. I'm just saying, women, you guys need to start carrying your weight a little bit on the social etiquette part. We all have to live in a society. And I really don't get the whole I don't want to smile thing. It's stupid. Just smile. It makes me feel better. It makes you feel better. But I don't know. It's gotten to a point where it's so cynical that not only did we get a just a blank stare from this girl the whole time, as we talked about that annoying customer, who at first, she said something along the lines of, "Yeah, like I agree," but the whole time, no eye contact, which is fine. I mean, she could be, on the spectrum. You never know, but she did not rub me that way. She seemed very on point, knew what she was doing, but because we were not Target employees, we were outsiders to her. It was really strange. And this is what I'm talking about the whole tribalism thing. And so, here's me, a short, a straight guy that just comes up and talks to you because you had to deal with this annoying customer. And then you also have my gay friend right next to me who is, who comes off very soft spoken and he's a very kind person. So you can tell that we're not a threat. We're not trying to bother you. We just wanted to kind of understand your day. We just wanted to let you know that we understand. And after that confirmation, I mean, it's literally, yeah, okay. What the hell happened to people? I mean, I couldn't tell if this chick was like peeing, pooping, or like there was no expression on their face. Like when a child looks at you mid poop. I mean, if you have children and your kid looks at you and then suddenly stops talking, you know what he's doing. He's taking a piss right now. And that's the kind of look we got. And it was just uncalled for. Now that's the security guard department. Alright? Let's talk buses and trains. Buses and trains. The CTA. CTA, I can go either way. I've met a lot of dick males and I've met a lot of dick females. I don't know if I could actually pinpoint that one. There's dicks on all sides. I can probably say that with a male driver, 9 times out of 10, will be straightforward, just pay your fare, walk over, you might get a nod. On a good side, he'll say thank you. And then on the best sides, you have the female drivers who right away, as soon as they see you, they're right away, oh, hey, baby, come on out. Just nice people. Like, somebody I would just talk to. And I ride a lot of buses and a lot of trains. So I would like to think I have some authority on this subject. Now, in the customer service industry, I have noticed most males that I have to talk to on the phone tend to be more direct. Either they're more direct or they're really stupid. And with the females on the phone, they can either be a real dick to you, or lately I've been having great experiences. I don't know why. Doctors. Doctors, I tend to notice that male nurses, although they're fewer, I've noticed they're nicer. Alright, so you guys lose that one. Alright? So you lose that one. So far, what is it, like 2 and 2? Trying to think of a good mid break. Let's see if I can find a sudden death question. I don't know, sudden death one. I don't know. Comment something. Give me something. Um, so the basic point of everything that I was at was saying that we hit a crossroads and people are making their own choices on which direction to take. But the truth is that there are far more than just four directions. You know, it isn't just north, south, east, west. You know, no path is the same as someone else's path. Um, and the object, in my opinion, and the object of the game, and you know, I refer to it as a game because this is how I see it. You know, the game, the whole point of it is to gain experiences. You know, to have stories to tell, to have you know, have something to show for your life. Live your life and, you know, talk to strangers and get to know people and fucking who cares? Get out there and talk. You know? If you don't have an excuse, then you don't have an excuse. Get your ass out there and just start talking to people. Trust me, we need it now more than ever. COVID is so stuck in the house that now this has become habit, and it's a bad habit to have because it turns us all into introverts, and we're all becoming assholes because, you know, we're used to seeing this in our everyday life. Well, you know what? Ryan Reynolds isn't going to walk past you. I know you spent the last 2 hours watching Sons of Anarchy, but Charlie Hunnam is not going to come to your house and hang out. What you will have is the rest of your fucking neighbors and the rest of the people that are going to be in your life. These are the people that you should be talking to. Now, I'm not just talking to women. I'm talking to everyone. This is it. This is the time to go. And, you know, the more repetition, the better you are at any game, and especially in life. The more you try to be that good person, you're most likely already there, and you don't even know it. So, you know, what we have is kind of like a new wave of hippies, so to speak. Since hippies were always looked at as the dirtballs and whatever. I mean, back then, they were the coolest people. But this is not your average free love and good tunes, peace, no war, LSD kind of people. Like, you know, I totally fucking agree with those people. Now it's just picket signs of, you know, hey, we want peace, but we've never experienced war in our lives. We want a lack of struggle, even though we've never had to struggle. You know, we struggle with our own shit because of our own people. They fuck us, not anything else. It's not like we live in World War II where we had to worry about certain enemies and stuff like that. And if you're getting yourself all caught up in that kind of world, you need to take a fucking pill, a chill pill, and just take a break from it, alright? Take a seat, relax, get a fidget spinner. You're gonna be fine, Tweak. And we live in a time where we have technology that we have spent years dreaming about. We've never, you know, like when we used to talk about the way to talk to our friend while he's so far away. How can we build a, you know, the can system was great. If you had an upstairs neighbor, we used to use cans and just drop the fucking can down and then have it, you know, you swing the thing and then it would whack somebody's window. They'd open the window and go, what's up? Yeah, that's awesome. I'll be at the park in an hour. You know, whatever. Shit like that. That was the lives we lived, man. And so it's like, you know, we had such a good thing going for so long. And then you have technology that, you know, we've never had before. I mean, it seems like we just got stuck at 69 and we didn't really come up with anything because when you think about it, stuff like the internet and fiber optics, all that stuff was created in the late '60s, and we really haven't evolved too much. I mean, we've gotten some progress, but that has been some slow ass progress. And then now when we try to think about the future, I don't think we envision the flying cars anymore. We used to envision the flying cars, but we don't do that anymore. And I think the reason why we don't is because we know that'll never happen. It's ridiculous. People would be driving into complexes all the time. People are stupid. People are the reason why people suck. And so it's because that one asshole can't be trusted to have a freaking car that flies, because we know he's going to drive it into a school or into a home or a condominium. You know, it's never going to happen. And that's what sucks about this. Human evolution is stunted by human vice, I guess, is really it. That's the best I can say. Humans are humans, which make us the best and the worst. And I totally agree with Bill Burr when he says about 80% of you gotta go. 20% of you are fucking awesome, but yeah, it's insanity. It's also kind of hard nowadays to think about the future and wonder what's gonna happen with it. It is kind of weird to think about. Again, women, please do not get mad at me. I'm not saying that this can't be fixed. I am saying it's your job to fix it. All right. We males, we got our own damn problems, but please let us be our fucking selves. Let us be males. I mean, the last few girls I've dated, I don't know, like, it was like they wanted me to be this. What's the new thing now? Not alpha male, but the beta male, where I'm totally sweet and stuff, but I'll kick your ass if I need to. Like, dude, we're not built like that. We're either built with the sick sense of humor and we're goofy and we're stupid, but at the same time, we will give our lives to you. When it says, we will do anything for you, we mean we will do anything for you. If you need a body getting rid of, you let your man know. We'll take care of it. We'll figure it out. I say that in jest. Don't go hurting anyone. So yeah, I just think that women need to let go of this whole toxic masculinity, because I'm not seeing it. It could be that I'm a man and I'm not looking, but I think we did come a long way. Of course, there's gonna be douchebags like Rush Limbaugh and perverts like fucking Kevin Spacey, and there's gonna be jerk offs like groping. No one should have to live that way. Nobody should ever have to live being groped, sexually harassed, anything like that. But when it comes down to just a smile is now a problem, come on, man, pick your spots. Just pick your spots. That's all I'm asking. And I think this comes from a world that does not understand struggle, real struggle, societal chaos, and we have gotten used to being so corrupted that it's just the way of the beast now, when before we would take stands on it. So I basically have said all I needed to say. I really want to get that point across. I'm not actually done with it. So I did my I did my 40 minutes, but I'm just gonna say that I am definitely not done yet. I really want to get back into this thing. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to see if I can get some female opinions, and hopefully we can actually get a conversation and a dialogue going. All right. So as always, love yourselves, love your neighbors, and if you know anybody struggling with, or you know for a fact they have mental issues, if they're struggling with emotional issues and anything like that, please, you're always free to go to uselessagentmusic@gmail.com. Tell us whatever you want, and we are happy to help. Otherwise, there are plenty of other ways you can go. But just know that you are never, ever alone. There's too many people on this fucking planet to ever be alone. Alright? So as always, male or female, black or white, fuck, man, alien or human, love you, take care of yourselves, and be safe out there. And as always, I will see you on the other side. Alright, take it easy.
Useless agent is on your TV, laptop, or your PC, whatever you call it. Useless agent is on your Facebook, laptop, or your PC, whatever you call it.